Hello again, it's been months, I know, but something just came up recently. Y'all remember the guys I keep ranting about? Well, apparently they're using AI to create, OCs and like freaking AI art. Just to cut to the chase, unlike my other videos where I kind of do like a slow introduction. But this is kind of just like really insane for me and my friends to kind of discuss. Like, we are against AI and like the damages it does to the earth, including AI art. And of course, I'm like an artist, so I'm always gonna get like offended and kind of disgusted because, yeah, like we know the damages, it steals from other artists, but like to see these people use it for fun, as they call it. I will like, show screenshots and all, but y'all just have to see for yourself like how bad it is. And after this, I don't know if y'all want to like keep supporting them. I don't even know how they still have followers when they literally post the AI art like it's no problem on their banners and profile pics, and they full on admit it too. But my main gripe about all this is that they can draw. Like, not traditionally, more so digitally, like me, but they have the tools, and I've seen their work. Like, they use bases from DeviantArt, for example, and, they use them like they're meant to be used. And you can tell that they don't really draw that much, but it's still, decent work, and they're like, beginners. It's just the fact that they use like AI to create their OCs and whatever they want instead of drawing it kind of tells me that they're really insecure about their own art. And it's either that or they're just doing it because it's fun, as one of them says. Like, you can see the potential there. It's like really decent, and you can tell like a beginner's like type of drawing, but it's still like considered art, even if you use the base, because bases are supposed to be used for other people to, use. But now that they started to use AI, they are far more comfortable with, producing these images. And also the fact that Raven used a base someone made and put it through an AI filter just to get an OC out of it. And I know this base is like years ago, but someone still made it, and she literally just put it through AI. And while yes, it's pretty much free to use, the point of the base is that you're supposed to use it for yourself, not for freaking AI. I know Raven doesn't really respect artists based on my document on her and how she stole and cropped out and just did whatever she wanted with any kind of Leo fan art just to put next to her OCs. But at least like what she stole was, art. Right now, she's literally using a base someone made with their, time and hands, and ran it through AI just to make an OC for herself, because as she wrote in the description, y'all read that too, right? What do you mean desperately need it? I get that you don't always have the time to do stuff because you're busy, you can't really do everything at once. But this is not an excuse. You can't just use AI and be like, oh, I'm just, I'm only going to use it for like a little bit, or I'm in a hurry, I don't have time. Like, that's not an excuse. It's a machine that steals from other artists. The only work that you're doing is typing shit down and then acting like you did something. It's just weird how she says she desperately needs it like it's water or something. And with how like unashamed they are with using it, they've gotten bold enough to just put it in their profile pics, their borders, and pretty much their account. And it's not just one person, it's literally all of them. Basically all doing the same thing, using AI to make themselves or their OCs. But just like Raven, they can like digitally draw. Some of them are like, like actually good artists. And I don't understand, like, with their talent, why are they using like AI to make their art? And then they always have to defend themselves with saying that they won't, rely on it or use it as much, but then they do. And kind of just like, you can't really go back from that because you just admit to using it, but that doesn't really make it any better. Because you are using it makes you a part of the problem, and then you keep using it over and over again, like you're literally just a part of the problem. And then there's times where they've like developed their art style, like Michaela, for example. I've so far seen some of it, and it's not that bad. I actually really like this one. But like, yeah, they have over like dozens of bases that they've used to draw, and they still choose like AI to recreate whatever they want. It just confuses me on how you can be an artist or someone who draws and still be able to use AI and not see like what's wrong with that. It doesn't help that Michaela just flat out says this. It's just point blank simple, like they're supporting AI. That's it. No matter how many times they want to save face or defend themselves, they are technically supporting AI. The first instance of like, you know, them using AI is one of their friends, which is named Lunar, and I haven't really discussed her in my other videos, but she's kind of the youngest of their friend group, I believe. But her art is like really good. I know she uses bases, but like she does like a really good job in my opinion. And guess what? She uses AI. I've actually seen some parts of her account. Like I kind of go through their favorites, and I did notice that she had a lot of favorited AI kind of posts. And I did wonder if she knew what she was liking or if she knew that that was AI. But apparently not, because now she's using it. And this wasn't really recent, this was a while ago. But Michaela had the audacity to say this. Yeah, I did talk to my friends about this because this is just wrong. This type of mindset is like really weird with these types of people who use AI. Because being like truthful about it does not make you a better person, nor does it make the use of AI any better. You admitting it literally means you support AI. And hey, guess what? Creative people and people who lack motivation still draw. It is not an excuse to be lazy. It is not an excuse to use a machine that's literally steals from other people's art from around the world. Not only that, but it damages the environment. And being honest about it, that doesn't erase anything. AI continuously destroys people's lives and jobs, especially artists. If you don't have creative motivation, just don't draw until you do. It is literally not that hard to draw, to pick up a pencil or a pen, to just like, draw. It's not that hard. And if it is, practice. It's people like them that they don't see the harm in having AI generated stuff. They do not care as long as it gives them a smile or a freaking giggle or just something to entertain themselves with. Even if it damages or harms people's jobs or takes their art, it's almost like a drug at this point. As long as it makes you all happy for even a second, right? No harm done. It's just getting harder and harder to fight back against AI when these types of people exist. It's also really easy to not use, but also really easy to use at the same time, which is very scary. And also the fact that it's getting harder and harder to know what is AI and what isn't. And of course, the last person to have used AI is Jacob. He hasn't used it as much, but there's very clear evidence already. And there we go again, defending themselves because they can't draw or are insecure of their abilities. And it's always a because I can't moment, and never do they want to reflect on that and try to draw. To which they obviously have over and over again these years on DeviantArt. And of course, if you've seen my other videos, you'll see me and my friends still have beef with them, even more than now because they're using AI to make their stuff, which is why this video is out. This isn't really short, but it's not really long, but I wanted it to be short. I just wanted this out and just out there for people not to support them anymore if they even do or even find this video. but I still think it's crazy how they chose to draw for themselves and they threw that away for just a freaking machine. And yes, it is selfish because they don't care. They just want to have fun with it. And if you've seen my other videos, you'd know that they're literally old enough to know that it's not good to use. With how many excuses they want to put up with that they won't rely on it, it genuinely doesn't matter because they're all using it now and making it an even bigger problem. I know DeviantArt isn't the best place to really report AI art because it's so littered with it. Basically, they're home now, and it probably seems pointless. But with me and my friends still having beef with them and just them using AI art in general, that really sets something off. And they do deserve to be called out, especially with how they keep defending themselves for using AI. And also Michaela saying all that bullshit. They aren't the worst people in the world, but they are still bad people. And they deserve to be blasted on the internet since they want to be so comfortable with it. Anyway, that's the end for this video. This was meant to be shorter, but of course, since I talk a lot, there's a chance that it'll be longer than what I thought it would be. Otherwise, learn how to draw or just never draw at all. Don't use AI to make stuff that you can literally use with your hands and learn. You're literally killing your brain, dude.